Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keda. If you're new, consider yourself a subscriber. Subscribe so you're not missing all the goodies, even though it hasn't really been any goodies, honestly. I'm leaving. I don't want to say it's a vacation. My kids are going on vacation and I'm taking them there. Well, you can consider it a little vacation. I don't know. Anyway, while I'm packing, because I'm trying not to pack too much. I'm trying to be one of those minimalist packers, but it'd be so hard and tempting, and a lot of stuff I have is so worthless, like the Shein clothes. Tired of it. Fast fashion shit, I don't want it. Like, but I have a relationship with my clothes, so I'm trying to figure out how to just let it go. But a lot of stuff I do plan on taking is gonna be mostly summer stuff. We're going to Vegas, so it's extremely hot and it's no point in me overpacking if I don't plan on wearing majority of the stuff. But while I'm packing, I want to it's dirty in the background, but whatever. While I'm packing, I want to talk about something. Let me fix this camera real quick. I just went and got more clothes, knowing damn well I don't need no more clothes. It's crazy. But I can't find nothing. Like, it's so frustrating. But anyway, so how to move on from things that no longer serve you, girl or boy. So what I've been doing is, one, I've been protecting my peace. How do I do that? I DND my phone and I cut off communications with people that I feel like is toxic in my life. People always gonna have their sayings on certain things. That's why oversharing is something I believe everyone should stop doing. Like, sometimes sharing too much information will backfire on you. People gonna talk about you that you least expect are gonna talk about you. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna take a little bit of information you give them, run with it, and do a lot of negative things with that. So stop oversharing everything in your life, and stop. It doesn't even necessarily mean bad stuff. Like, even your accomplishments. Stop oversharing everything. Back to the main topic on how to move on for things that no longer serve you. Like, let's just say, for one, it's your job. If your job is not making you happy, I know it's not easy to just up and leave, but it's always the next day to start over, to apply for another job, to look for another career, to redo your resume, to just want better for yourself. If it's no longer serving you, then leave. I'm telling you, it's better that you leave than to stay and be miserable. Okay, like, do what you gotta do. Connect with people, network, redo and rebuild your resume. Like, the job market right now is very tight, and I know that it's not easy because I am in that position right now, but I promise you, I will not want to go back to the job that I was at. I was very depressed. I gained hella weight because I was depressed, and it was no longer serving me because, one, it was no leveling up from that job. It was no, oh, I can apply to move to a higher position. It was none of that. So it was just like, what is my purpose here? So God took me out that job. I was there for a very long time and I was very comfortable. I was mentally tapped out when I stopped falling in love with what I do. And if I must say, I was a optical tech, and you can Google what it does. It's pretty much an eye doctor assistant. I tapped out of it. Like, I wasn't in love with doing it anymore because of the work environment. I just knew I could do better. I wanted better, but I was so stuck. So fast forward 2022, company went out of business and God removed me from it with no plan. I had no plan. The plan actually was to just take off the whole year, the rest of the year, because it happened in August, and I did. However, I still had, like, you know, a little side gig or whatever, but I really had no plan, but I trusted God's plan and timing and all of that, you know. So sometimes when you feel like you had enough and you don't put your foot down and leave, God gonna do it for you. So it's best you just try to do it and prepare yourself for it. Worst case scenario, or for, you know, maybe something good is gonna come out of it, but just leave. Just leave. Find something better. You're that deserving. Find something better. It's like, don't settle. I settled for a lot of jobs just because of the quick dollar, but knowing your worth is so important. It's gonna work out in the long run for you. Especially the older you get, you just don't want to be hopping from job to job. It just doesn't look right. But one thing I do know is money talk. So if I'm somewhere and somebody got a better opportunity for me, I'm out of here. Not saying, because obviously you ain't trying to help me level up. So what am I here for? Know your worth. Apply that. Set a goal, a plan, and leave. And that applies to your job, your friendship, relationship, family, whatever. Living condition, whatever position you in. Write it out, execute it, and go about your day. Basically, like I said in the job, for example, like when you fall out of love with things, like next example is your living condition, as far as where you're at mentally, where you live at, the location, who you're around. Like for me, I hate the cold. Anybody can tell you Keda hates the cold. I don't care if it's fall, winter. I don't care if it's 50 degrees. Okay, I'll do 50, but like under 50, no good. I have seasonal depression. I know that for a fact. And it came a time in my life where nobody could tell me that I was moving out of my hometown. Like, I'm here to stay. Like, this is home. Until I started traveling. Once I started traveling, I was like, it's so much more to life than here. Like, why am I here again? Because the jobs ain't paying. And baby, 1 degree ain't gonna do it. You're gonna need 3. At least 3. And the job market is just horrible. And I know everybody don't have the opportunity to up and leave and just start over and, I don't know, find a better place to live in. But you have to start somewhere. Whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now, you know in the back of your mind that you are no longer happy. So in order to make you happy, you have to go. You have to apply that shit. Like, you have to maneuver around these obstacle courses that's in your way, that's trying to block you. Because if you don't do it, you're gonna be stuck, and then 2 years later you're gonna wish that you did something about that. I know that I've been giving up on this area that I live in, because like, yes, I'll miss my friends, and of course I'll miss my family, especially like my sister, my brother, and my nephew. It's my heart. But at the same time, I'm not happy. They may be happy here, but me, I'm not happy. So it's kind of like, why are you here when you can go anywhere in the world and be happy? And who's to say that it will work out over there? But if it don't, guess what? I can move again. I can move around. Your final destination is not where you're from, or where you was raised, or where you was put. You can move around to be successful. And that's another thing that I want to add in. Who don't want to be successful? If you don't apply yourself or move around or meet people and just try to accomplish your goals and stuff, how are you going to be successful? If you're stuck in this mindset that you have to be where you're at. Like, you don't have to be there. Especially just being a mother. I've always had a job, baby. Like, a job was something I always had. But when I really took the time out to apply to these places, I'm like, I want to get paid what I'm worth. I put in the extra work all these years. I've been working since I was 16. You have to just stop questioning God. If you have faith, it's no reason why you should be stressing. Like, I really had to teach myself that, because I was just like, if I have all this faith in God, why am I stressing myself? I knew my time was up here where I'm from, because I pretty much was just like falling out of love of doing everything. Like even YouTube, I used to love recording videos. Like, okay, on the calendar I'm doing this video on this day, and make sure I upload it on this day. Like, I fell out of love. That's how I knew it was time for me to go. Where? I don't know. But wherever God is taking me, I'm following his path. Same thing with these jobs. I will always be like, why did they not pick me? I qualify. Why isn't this job calling me back? Why am I not getting hired? Like, until God has his final say, maybe he doesn't want me to work. Maybe he's like, girl, just relax. I got this. You know, like, you have to just start putting your faith and trust. If you believe in God, I'm still spiritual, but whoever you believe in, trust them, because they're not going to make no mistakes in your life. If you have faith, you have to have faith. If you don't have faith, then how you gonna make it out of your storm? You have children, so I just want the best for them. Like, if I'm not a happy person, how am I gonna be mentally available for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, that brings it into the next thing. Family. If family is toxic, I'm talking about cousins, aunties, whoever. If it is toxic, let that shit go. You can love from a distance. And I don't have the best relationship with my father. I never was able to heal from the past trauma, and it still hurts me, but I had to learn to love from a distance, because if I did not do that, I wasn't gonna be happy with them myself. I was just gonna always be angry when I do have that conversation with them or with him, or like, I just would be so angry. And I'm like, girl, just love from a distance. You don't have to call them every day. You don't have to have a conversation with them. You don't have to. It's your life. Remember that. So if it doesn't bring me peace, you gotta go. Plain and simple. And and if you are in my presence and you don't bring me peace, oh, you gonna get a whole different vibe from me. Like, I had to learn how to stop being so caring and nice. I was just so nice. Like, let stuff slide. I still let stuff just go for my own sanity, but I stand firm on certain stuff now. Like, you don't get to do that to me and get away with it. You don't get to say what you want to me, and that applies to everybody. Communication is everything. If you feel a certain way, communicate it out. If you can't communicate, then baby, I don't know what to tell you. Because at your big age, you should be able to learn how to communicate. Relationships and friendships. Like, certain relationships, I'm so glad that I got over. And certain relationships I look back on, I'll be like, girl, what was you thinking? What were you crying about? What was you so stressed about this relationship for? What I've been doing to get over, like, certain stuff and trauma and toxicity in my life, I've been working out. Knew I had to make some changes. I had to stop making excuses, and I also had to hold myself accountable for things that I was upset with myself, like the weight gain. I just hated the way my clothes was fitting. I just was unmotivated, depressed. Yeah, I did cut back on drinking, and I started working out, signed up for swing classes, meet new people, and I took action. I took action before it was too late, and that's something you have to do. Maybe you have to do the work too. My situation isn't 100%. I'm only at probably 40%, but nothing in life is perfect. You're gonna lose friends along the way. You're going to lose love along the way, but just know that you are what's important right now, and your destiny and your success and your future and your children is what's important right now. That's why it is important to treat yourself with kindness and grace, and know that it's going to be okay, and that it does not last forever. My brother told me, like, because I told him, I was like, I don't want to move to another state. I'm thinking about moving here for a little bit, see how it goes. And he was like, you do know that it takes time. Yeah, you're gonna definitely lose people along the way in your journey, and just know that, like, if it don't no longer serve you, this is the simplest way I can say, if it do not serve you, or if it doesn't bring you peace, and if it doesn't bring you happiness, just remove it out your life. Remove it. demolish it, crush it, burn it, do whatever you got to do. I'm gonna say this, us women that we go through and we put ourselves through and put ourselves in these positions, like, we're better than that. When you look back on certain situations, you're just like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, just to make somebody else happy. What about your happiness? You know, like, you deserve to be happy. When you have tapped out of things that you love doing, that is a no-no. Like, if you love doing arts and craft, if you love getting your hair done, if you love doing your nails, love showing up for yourself, or just doing things you love, if you no longer love doing that, then sis, you have to do some digging. Like, what is causing what is the root of that? What's causing that? Look around you, look around your surroundings. And it's crazy because somebody was like, you look so much happier when you're in another state. Like, you're glowing, you're smiling, you're not huffing and puffing. And I was like, yeah, I am very much more happy when I'm away from here. This area is not for me no more. It doesn't bring me happiness. And it's not just the weather, it's just like the people who I'm around. And it's time to take your life back. It really is. I had to really wake myself up like, girl, get your life back. Get back to being happy you. Sometimes, like, people want you to be emotionally available for them, but you are tapped out. If you can't show up for yourself, what makes you think you can show up for your friendship? I've been in that situation before where I couldn't give my 100%, and I felt like a bad friend. To sit back and look how I overcame that, I just know that I can come over anything. Recently, a lot of stuff just been just like, it is what it is. I mean, if he don't want me to have it, I'm not about to stress about it no more. You take your life back. If it no longer serves you, take your life back. Yeah, don't keep stressing yourself about stuff that's out of your control. So the 5 things that I suggest: get out while you can, get out, protect your peace, stand your ground, show up for yourself, and get back to doing what you love. And when you stop showing people that you give a flying fuck, that's when they gonna realize, oh, something must have ticked off. Like, she's not tolerating nobody's bull crap. Also have to have boundaries, and I'm learning that. Create boundaries. That's another thing. You just have to do that. That's important. That should have been the first thing I should have told y'all. Create boundaries. Right now, it's my selfish era where I'm just showing up for myself. Of course, my children, they're always gonna be good. Always be put first. I'm being more selfish with certain stuff, and you should too. Like, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to hurt feelings. They gonna get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever once think by choosing yourself you should be considering other people's feelings along the way. No. When you care so much and the energy is not reciprocated, baby, they do not give a fuck. They don't. Switch up, the mood swings, the one foot in, one foot out. Choose you. Have fun. Live your life. You only have one life to live. Living your life around others, like, just depending your life on them and worrying about how they feel about stuff, you are not going to make it. You gotta choose you. You have to. Just know that you can do anything you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. Write it down, cross it off, put it in a book that you cherish, put it in your Bible, whatever you do. Just make sure you do it. Wake up each day with a purpose and realize that every day you're given another chance. This trip is very long awaited. Like, I needed to just get away, and luckily I have family out there in Vegas, so it's kind of like I'm just ready to go. And when I just woke up unhappy and just like, okay, what's next? What can I do? And I'm applying myself. I'm not one lazy. One thing about me, I ain't lazy. I might be lazy to you too, because I fell out of love with it because of just, you know, life. I'm excited for new ventures. Definitely look out for the vlogs. But I did pack up a lot. You guys definitely didn't see majority of the stuff that I packed because I'm gonna go through it again. I'm definitely not taking all this stuff with me. That's another thing. Attachments, let go. Certain like clothes and stuff that carries energy, bad vibes, you gotta let it go. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm definitely gonna be donating a lot of my stuff because I don't wear half of this stuff. I don't go nowhere. Definitely stay tuned for the vlogs. The vlogs in Vegas are gonna be so lit. I have so much great content ideas for out there. If you are new again, please be a part of my channel and subscribe. You don't want to miss these Vegas vlogs because they're gonna be lit. I'm ready to see what this purpose is, you know, this life that I'm living, and this book that is endless chapters, that's endless pages, and I'm just ready to turn the next page and move on. Okay, so as you can see, this is this Temu bag. She ain't gotta step their game up because they giving out extra large bags, but it's a rack of clothes in here, bathing suit, shorts, and then I got a rack of workout stuff because baby, I'm not missing a gym. And I already looked up some like some cycling classes because that's what I've been doing. And then of course in here I got some stuff, but again I'm gonna go back through it because I know I'm not taking all of this stuff with me. Anyway, y'all, I really hope this video inspired someone, helped someone. Like I said, I don't really like, sometimes I talk in circles, so if I didn't make my point across in some clips, I hope you just get what I was trying to say or understand a little bit. See you loves in my next video. Bye.